This is the third in our Milanote series. In the first, we talked about the basic tools of Milanote. Then we mapped out a workflow. In this video, we're going to create a quick and simple mood board using Milanote's Web Clipper. Let's start the action. Hey crew, now before we dive into creating a mood board, I wanted to give you a quick backstory. You may have seen some of these animations on my channel, and then wondered, well, what's that all about? Well, about a year ago, I was looking for a way to keep producing videos in a world that was going into lockdown. I was looking for a way to create basic animatics when I discovered the Unreal Engine. Unreal Engine is an unbelievably powerful animation platform. Once purely for gaming, the Unreal Engine has found its way into filmmaking, and it is at the forefront of virtual production. It is the future of filmmaking. I was obsessed with this, and since we were all in lockdown, I really started to dive in deep. I came across Learn Squared. It's an education platform which offers an awesome course on creating cinematic environments in the Unreal Engine. As much as I would love to deep dive into Unreal, that's not why you came to this video, so let me bring it all together. In the Cinematic Environments course, it had a segment dedicated to inspiration and creating mood boards. And I found that Milanote works as a beautiful solution for this. So let's take a look at the process. To build out our mood board, we're going to rely heavily on the Milanote Web Clipper tools. It's an extension that's available for Chrome or Safari web browsers. I'm also going to use the Learn Squared Brief Builder to create a random concept. That's what we'll base our mood board on. Feudal castle, uninhabitable, medieval Gothic, industrial revolution. Now that I have a concept, I'm going to capture that using a screen capture extension, and I'm going to paste that into the board for future reference. I'm also going to rename the board. And now I want to start looking for reference material. So I'm going to use Google Search Images to look for feudal castles. There are a couple of different ways you can use the Web Clipper to import items into the board. If I just click on the extension, it'll capture the entire web page and bring that into Milanote. If I just want to capture the image, I can right-click and go to Save to Milanote in the drop-down. That'll open up this dialog box. And there I can save it to my board. Now you can save to any board, but typically first you'll be prompted to save to the most recent board that you've accessed. A third option is to click on the little Milanote Save tab. If you click on this tab, it'll also bring up that dialog box. And that's the basic process of capturing. From here, I'm just going to go through and grab any images that I think might be good reference images for my cinematic. Again, we're not going to be using any of these images directly. They're just used for reference. Now that I have a few images that I like, I want to organize them. To do that, we're going to use columns and group items together. So I'm going to create a column and rename it. This is going to be props. Then I'm going to duplicate one of the images. And I'm going to change the note based on the element in the image that I want to try to capture or recreate. For example, I like this water wheel. Now I'm going to create the rest of my categories. And I'm going to duplicate and drop images that I want to pull inspiration from into each of these categories. Now I'll just clean up the board a little bit. And there we go. It's pretty basic. Because I know this isn't the last time I'm going to create a board like this, I want to turn it into a template, but first. If you're interested in learning more about these cinematic environments, I've left a link to the Learn Squared course in the description. Even though I'm very much a beginner at this, I can see myself using the Unreal Engine in a lot of my pre-production process, for both commercial work and for my passion projects. If you think this kind of behind-the-scenes content and the Unreal Engine might be something that's interesting, please let me know in the comments below. And if you got some value out of this video, take a second to hit that like button. Now, let's create that template. Now that we've created the board, creating a template is pretty simple. I want to duplicate the board by right-clicking and going to Duplicate. Then I'm going to right-click on that copy and Convert to Template. Lastly, I'm going to go into the copy, and I'm actually going to delete all of the reference images that I've collected. And now, when I go in to create a new board, in the Choose a Template section, under Your Custom Templates, there's our new template. Easy peasy. Up next, I'm going to show you how I do research for these YouTube videos using Milanote.